Hello the internets, welcome back to the Waifus. I am Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and I want to talk a little bit about the STARSEED and two things. First of all, the priority to pull for the upcoming characters, since we do have the roadmap here that they posted on the previous video, and also why STARSEED or Come to US is doing some really stupid things. Now, why I'm saying this, Sefhi, right? Because we asked for change, they kind of deliver, and now they're going back on their word. So let's start from the beginning, right? Right now, we are on January, and we have the Eradika banner, and tomorrow, supposedly, we were only gonna be getting An. But this already changed, meaning they posted a roadmap that doesn't matter, because it can't change again. They said, this is what you guys are getting, and it's a lie. It's a lie. So not only we were already on thin ice, if you wish, with the current banner, because for those of you who don't know, this banner for Eradika was really bad. For some extra context, the characters in this game, the banners, you are guaranteed the character after 6 multis, and every 3 multis, it's a random SSR. Fantastic, right? The problem is that this banner for light and dark characters, there is no guarantee. Your hard PT in the worst case scenario would be 500 pulls, and the rates were like a 0.4 or either 0.1 or 0.4, I don't remember, but one of those rates from the normal 3%. So no guarantee, no tickets, no nothing. You have to pull 500 on the worst case scenario. A lot of people doing hundreds of pulls, getting no Eradika. As you can imagine, a lot of people got mad, a lot of people left the game, left bad reviews, and were like, if this doesn't change for the next banner, even more people will be leaving the game. So they were like, okay, we will be giving you roughly 20% back of what you spent, more or less. It's not 20% back, so we can understand this, right? So if you spend 100k gems, you're gonna be getting back 20% of that. We were like, okay, nice. We'll see if the PT changes for the next banner or not. Couple days after, they did a live stream where they were talking about the future content, right? And also because STARSEED every 2 weeks, which I love, by the way, they do a live stream with the community manager, cosplayers, they invite content creators, pretty good. They give free codes, and also they show for the first time this roadmap right here. The problem with this roadmap is that we are seeing characters that are already meta in Korea, because we have the Korean meta as a reference, and we know that a must pull is gonna be Ilyana. Okay, that's like your absolutely must pull, the best tank in the game right now. Kanata is really good, and it's really good. Frederica is really good. They are characters you can pull, but they are not like a mandatory thing to progress in campaign. Ilyana, on the other side, is a character you need to push under the heavy combat power deficit that this game has. So we were like, okay, there is a lot of characters we need to pull, but it's fine because we know what's coming, when it's coming, and what they're doing. But then Come to US decided to completely change this roadmap. And it's like, then why are you putting a roadmap? This is why I'm complaining in this video, by the way. Because supposedly we were getting An, as you can see right here, right? New explication production, and she's a tank. I would recommend pulling for her. If you have Rachel, go for An. The problem is that if you scroll, there is a skin for her looking fantastic, but there is another new explicator production. So it's like, okay, we're getting 2 new characters for no reason when we were supposed to be getting only 1. Unless they decide to not do a banner for Claudia, but they're still adding that character here with a skin. If she's getting a skin, by the way, it means that she is also getting a banner, so it doesn't really matter. So it's kind of stupid, and again, I'm complaining not because I don't like the game or I don't like the characters or I don't think we have enough gems to pull both. You will have gems to pull both, a couple copies of both. The thing is that in STARSEED you need 18 copies of the character in total for LR5. You could be going for like an LR copy instead, which is 10, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but you need a lot of copies. They are not limited, so they can be put in the wishlist. Yes, and I understand this. The thing is, people were already mad with the game before, and now you are doing this, changing a roadmap you already published for no reason, and that's my issue with the game. So enough rando. If you want to know who is priority, who you should be getting based on these banners plus Claudia, it really changes a little bit, okay? So let's go into explicators. If you have Rachel and she's built, you can go only for An. You can skip Claudia. If you do not have Rachel, however, I would recommend going for An, because right now there is like no real DPS outside of Rachel. Yuna is decent, but it's not an amazing DPS, and ID is decent. Once again, they are decent characters, but they are not amazing DPSs. They are not hyper carries that will bring you any winning campaign, in contrast to Rachel or, for example, Anne, who is better than her competition. If you have, however, already a DPS, Rachel, absolutely I would recommend going for the tank. In my case, I have no red tank. Ambrosia is worthless. Good waifu, but she's worthless. So I don't recommend building her. The new tank will be amazing for absolutely every content when you need a red team, which in campaign you need 3 teams. So I will say go for her. When it comes to the other characters, Kanata, Ilyana, Frederica, and Kome, I would recommend if you want to focus on one banner specifically, you go for Ilyana. She is the best tank in the game that Korean pros are using to push 4 million combat power on their team versus 25 million in campaign. So you see the difference, and that is the only tank they use. She's an amazing tank, and you should be going for her. Kanata, if I remember correctly, is one of the rangers that a lot of people use in campaign as well, with Eradika and other DPSs. They are usually using like 3 rangers in the back with 1 support, and then putting Ilyana at the front. So I would suggest focusing on Ilyana. I do not know a lot about Frederica. I remember, I think, once again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, that she's more of a PvP focused character. I will be skipping her because we're still missing another light unit, the support, which is very light. The girl that guides you, right? The girl that's always on the screen, but she's a character that we also need to get. And as you all know, these banners are super bad. So I will say you need to save for Marilite, like have us at least 50-60k gems save on the side just for her to see if you can try to get 1 copy. But there is a few characters like Ilyana that are absolutely worth getting. Outside of that, when it comes to the other type of content, I will be making separate guides and updating the guides on the website, but that's gonna be for this video. I just wanted to go over why Come to US is doing stupid decisions, which I don't understand, and then the priority a little bit on where you should be pulling, which for Anne and Claudia, it depends on your account and what you have already, and for the other characters, once again, priority for Ilyana. The rest is going to change as we get new banners and notices on what Come to US plans on doing. That said, it's going to be for this video. As usual, love you all bosses, good luck with your pull generates, I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。